Yes, lads and ladies, how's it going? Max here and welcome back to another match reaction. The game has just finished. Spurs 3, Leicester City 0. Now, I don't really know where to start other than we played absolutely brilliant in my eyes. Leicester City had tons and tons of shots, but if you're going to have loads of shots, at least make it worthwhile. Hugo Lloris, unbelievable performance, kept us in it. And I say kept us in it, he didn't end up conceding. Man like Hugo, he doesn't come out and catch crosses, and he does make you a bit worried at times. But he had some absolute blinding saves today, and we had some blinding finishes. Let's start with the goals. Two from Harry Kane, and one, we can't really say it was given to Heung-min Son. We'll give him the credit for it. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt, because it might have been whipping in, it might have not been, but either way, I don't really care. It went down as an own goal, and that is the first goal. I think it was 6 minutes in. Son got played through with a delightful ball. Harry Kane through ball outside of his boot. Harry Kane looking back to his best, and he's looking like he's got that fitness, and he's got that hunger and desire about him. I mean, that first game against Man United, he obviously looked a bit sluggish, but then who didn't? What player looked good after the restart? 3 months of no football. Kane, outside of the boot, played through Son, he cut inside, hit one with his right foot, and it came off just in and went into the back of the net. 1-0 Spurs, that was great. Obviously nice early goal. As Spurs fans, you don't really see it. We're used to going 1-0 down, and when we normally go 1-0 down, we normally come back into it, or if we go 1-0 up, we normally end up conceding because we switch off, and that wasn't to be. It was one of the best first halves I think I've seen in a very long time, probably since a game against Burnley. Definitely under Mourinho. I can't really remember off the top of my head, because obviously that does seem like a horrendously long time ago. And I'm not even talking about the Burnley away game either. I'm talking about the one where Son ran the pitch. Anyway, Kane double. Kane masterclass performance, you could argue. And you could argue that he's back, and the reason I say he's back is because every time he picks the ball up within the 18-yard box or wherever he's just on the edge of the box, you just feel like he can do a madness, and that was definitely the case with his third goal. The second goal, though, wait, what even happened with the second goal? Counter-attacking football at its finest. I actually had to have a second there to think back what happened, because my brain's just all over the place because I'm not used to winning 3-0. But counter-attacking football, Leicester had a corner. Heung-min Son won the ball back, I believe, or it was either him or Gio, and they just got the ball rolling. It's like as soon as we start attacking, Mourinho's tactics is just like go, get forward, and that is exactly what happened as Heung-min Son fed the ball into Lucas, and I think Lucas, little ball round the corner of the defender, and Harry Kane with his left foot into the far corner to make it 2-0. So that was Harry Kane's first goal of the evening. And I'll tell you what, they must be absolutely shattered, because this counter-attacking football, their fitness needs to be good, because they're literally absolutely driving from start to finish, from every single counter-attack, every single corner, every goal kick that ends up a way where we can counter-attack, and that looks like how we are going to be playing going forward and into next season when we have a full season under Jose. Definitely, if counter-attacking football looks like what I've just seen today, obviously Leicester had a few players that weren't playing today, like Soyuncu, Ben Chilwell, Ricardo Pereira. That was 3 defenders that obviously would have been in the starting lineup. So fair play to Leicester that they didn't end up playing. But at the end of the day, that's not our fault, and it was good to see some sharpness back in the side. Harry Kane's third goal, though. Where do we start? I was still busy posting about the second goal, and Harry Kane has literally just been played out wide by Lucas Moura. He's got nowhere to go. It's a hard angle. It reminded me, it's not quite the acute angle that it was against Arsenal back in the day, where he sent it into the far corner, but it was close, and he's pinged it right into that postage stamp, right into that side netting. Kasper Schmeichel, absolute no chance, and that is what you love to see. You love to see it. Harry Kane, he just looks like he can always score from anywhere, and I think that's why Tottenham fans love him. Gary Neville was bigging him up and just saying, like, there's no one else in world football that can pick the ball up in that sort of angle and you feel confident he's going to score. He's not even running away celebrating, obviously, because there's no crowd to go celebrate with. But even I'd be running around the pitch. I'd be like, what? Oh my God, I've just done the madness. But he just makes it look easy, and he makes it look like something that he just does day in and day out, and that's what he does. He does it on the training ground, and every Spurs fan loves to see it. And it will be a great shame when that day does come, whether he decides to move on or whether he's going to be with us for all the next season. But time will tell. We just got to believe. You just got to have faith in Mourinho, because this just shows this sort of team, we are capable of playing counter-attacking football. We played with Sergio Aurier, Sanchez, Alderweireld and Davis. And do you know what? Leicester had a lot of shots, but there was a lot of shots that were just like hit and misses and 30-yarders. Like Pratt had about 3 shots himself, and I think if he's going to be having shots like that, then he's definitely a Pratt, because there was one that literally went closer to the corner flag. So if Leicester City want to sit here and say they've had over 20 shots, fair play. Fair play, but if you're not going to be consistent and banging them in, then it doesn't matter, because Hugo Lloris, once again, another player I want to talk about, just recently, since the restart, he's someone who just definitely hasn't got enough credit. He's been super underrated, and it's brilliant to see him back in the sticks with a bit of confidence about him. I just wish he came out to collect the crosses from time to time, because that's something we just never see. But nevertheless, it's a short and sweet victory. I haven't got really much else to say regarding that result, other than Lamela came on, Skip came on, and it just shows we have got players on the bench. It's just whether Mourinho has the faith in them. And Ndombele wasn't even on the bench today, and I think that's obviously because he is injured. I pray to God that we do see him next season. I'm not going to lie to you. I think he's a fantastic player and he's got great ability, but if he doesn't fit in and if he doesn't suit Mourinho's attacking, counter-attack football, then he's not part of it. Gio Lo Celso, on the other hand, unbelievable. The guy just looks like he can do everything. The only thing I want him to do more often is just have a bit of faith in himself and go for a shot, because before Spurs signed him, I saw in these compilations on YouTube that he can actually hit it. And we know he can hit it. He can hit a free kick, and I mean, when Kane doesn't want him to, obviously. But he's another player who obviously looks brilliant. Serge Aurier obviously getting bigged up, as deservedly so. Obviously, the misfortune that he's had in the last week, it's nice to obviously have a couple of victories to be able to dedicate to him, like Harry Kane did in the last fixture. But yeah, if you guys haven't seen my live match reaction, that will be up with my dad soon. That will be up on the channel, so keep an eye out for that. It'll probably be up in the next half an hour, 45 minutes after you guys see this. So up the Spurs, we get a little bit closer to European football. We've helped out Man United and Chelsea, but I mean, at the end of the day, you don't really want to be helping them. We just need to be looking after ourselves. But we're that little bit closer to European football next season. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you want to have European football next season, because end of the day, we might as well. I mean, the UEFA Cup is a cup that we know Jose Mourinho can win. So, let's have it, people. Drop a like if you're a Spurs fan. I'll see you guys soon. Take care, have a day off, and bye-bye for now. Come on, you Spurs! Up the Spurs.